Oh, you just threw a reckon in there. You just fucking had to throw a reckon in there.
No, you can't.
Did it for you.
I'm watching Con Air this weekend. That's it. Like 3 times. I'm gonna get this terribly stuck in my own head.
Farron is so mad right now. I keep hearing random like.
All right, let's talk to Ven, and then Mike. Do you have any sort of like calming spell? Like, I don't know.
Habeas corpus.
Sweet,
Blind.
sweet bong rip. Just like, hey man, chill out for a little bit.
Why don't you fucking try and charm him again, Michael? Fucking, you're already over.
No, we already saw that method of enhanced interrogation is not effective.
Cause fear.
I think he's plenty afraid. I think he is plenty afraid right now.
You have a 3-foot man trying to negotiate his freedom surrounded by a 7'3" crocodile. I'm pretty sure he's a little bit fucking confused that he's in a jail cell with his dead daughter, and the fucking freak show just showed up with that goddamn Scooby-Doo gang. Zoink!
He is.
I love the sound of Farron coming through the mic.
all these people. All these people are human, right, Ned? Like, Ebor is a human, Hemlock's a human.
Yeah, hey, whoa, wait.
I'm just getting a full picture.
We're all people.
Listen, right now, I'm assuming that humans are the problem, is what I'm assuming. That's not what I'm assuming. Okay, let's see.
Well, at least you aren't blaming it on the swamp folk.
Let's go in. Let's go in and talk to. Let's go in and talk to Ven. Rip Van Winkle.
Ven is calmed down a lot, and he's.
You are finding that way too funny.
It's just because you guys have no context aside from the random angry howling that I deal with all day, every day.
All right, I'm
I can't with you right now, Farron.
She's just like being picked up.
Jason, your face. Jason.
Cat stream. Cats. The internet love cats. That's what we're doing.
Farron right now adequately represents Ven Vendor. Pretty mad, ultimately helpless, just wants to run around and scream.
okay.
He doesn't have much to say, mostly incoherent.
Jesus, that cat got there quick. Sorry. No one else is thinking that?
Yeah.
Sorry.
I was like,
I took editing with no context, and Sarah just sets the cat down. Next thing you know, Michael goes and picks up the cat. That does not mean at all that you guys are in separate parts of this fucking country. Makes it look like the cat just went to Michael.
The problem is, Michael's cat is really chill. I like Mike's cat.
I was gonna say,
That's the good cat. He has an
on about Vin being locked up and crazy.
He has an unchill cat too, just by the way, but that's the cool cat. I even like that cat. And
Hey,
I don't
Mr.
like
Mayor,
big
how about you
cats.
get this back on topic?
Look at that little kitty.
Hemlock. Hemlock.
No.
Talks to Vin, asks him if he's okay now. Vin says, "Yeah, I've calmed down a lot. He just, I'm feeling better now. I know you guys weren't involved, but just please find out who killed my daughter. I have to know. Just
That's what we're here for.
That's what you're here for,
I'm still on a montage.
ringleader." Yeah, Doug. Like, is Doug just always in the back, just
doing push-ups and
like the fucking Star Wars kid? Anything?
what he's actually doing is he's taking his bastard sword and he's putting it in door frames and hooking the handle on it and just doing pull-ups on it everywhere he goes.
Gotta increase my fortitude save somehow.
Guys, can we go to the veterinarian next? Because these pythons are sick.
All right, so you guys go to the local veterinarian. He takes one look at Brock and goes, "That's not natural."
Ooh.
He's
What's
new
natural is a man
That guy
locked
can't.
up in prison for being considered for having murdered his own daughter because she was.
All right. So what do you guys do next?
You going to the sawmill?
Okay, go to the
wait,
sawmill.
wait. We don't want to talk to this guy?
Vendor?
Yeah.
He doesn't have much to say aside from just begging you guys to figure out what happened to his daughter. You can tell that it's
never
hitting
mind
pretty
that.
hard. He's practically crying, which is something nobody sees Vendor do. Oh, look at that cat.
I want to ask him if he's already seen the body.
Oh God, Sarah, Jesus.
Shut
It's his
up.
daughter.
Has he
No.
already?
That's a
No.
that's a fair question.
He is not.
Okay.
He immediately denies it and looks revolted that you'd ask.
Who identified the body?
Well, I mean, this is a small town.
Ooh.
Police force pretty much knows people.
Okay, so
The Green Police
told
Force that
you
has
it
no
was your
detectives
daughter?
that has to hire us can instantly identify a dead woman.
Let me
How
ask
badly
him.
was
Let
she
me ask
hurt?
him. Let me ask him one question.
One question.
I rolled for a
If
Doug,
your
you're doing a great
daughter-
job.
if
Doug,
your
you're doing great.
your daughter Katrine was romantically involved with Banny Harker, let's say she wanted to marry him, how would you feel about that? Would that be okay by you? Would that have been okay by you?
Why the fuck are you asking that now?
I just want to see how he reacts.
What the fuck does it matter what his answer is? She's dead.
breaks down in tears and says,
You
I
son
would
of a bitch!
have been okay with whatever my beautiful daughter wanted. As
Okay.
You know
long as
what?
she
Okay.
was happy.
You
Okay.
and fucking Michael are done talking to
I
people
don't.
today.
No.
You're fucking done.
That's good.
Ringleader.
That's good because that
Grandmaster.
I don't think I
Head
don't
booba.
I think
Criminal.
I don't think he did it.
Criminal.
Okay.
And
then-
I-
Of course he didn't
agree.
do it. You did it.
That's true. Okay. Well,
Cr-
unless
Ruth
anyone
knows
else
my
has
dumb
anything, I
stat,
guess
but
let's.
Can we please ask him when's the last time he saw his daughter?
Oh, that's a good question.
When she
Last
was
night.
alive.
Last night, about the time I closed up shop.
Last night.
Closed up
Yep.
shop. He doesn't work at the lumber mill, or
No,
I'm sorry,
he-
the mill,
He
whatever
owns
does.
he owns a market that's down near the glassworks around here. Or if you would prefer the method of hand, the market is about here.
Fuck off.
Okay. Then.
Can't look at your hand
Wait,
anymore.
wait. Where was her body found at?
Her body was found over here.
Ping the fucking map.
Here. Yeah.
So her
Okay,
body was
then-
found by Benny in the lumber mill.
Yes.
In the morning. And when did he see her?
He
He
closed
last
up
saw her the night before.
Yeah, that's what's
You-
so
Do you know
Okay,
where
and
she was
then-
heading when she left, Vin?
No, she
Had
often goes
sex
out at
with
night.
that
to
no
meet
good
her friends.
Banny Harker.
Yeah, apparently on her way to see Banny Harker.
I'm impressed he can be so snarky under the present conditions. Okay, all right.
that
fuck it.
hooligan.
Let's go to the fucking lumber mill.
That was a lot of phlegm, not a lot of rolling. I'm not proud of that.
Rolling.
Okay,
rolling.
So the Sandpoint Lumber Mill stands on the shore of the Tarandarock River. That's this river right on the inside. Hey, over here on the this side of the hand.
Educated guess, I can make it.
Yep.
Over here, we're going to the lumber mill.
Yep, going to the lumber
I'm in a
mill.
place that has the lumber in the water,
Yep.
which would be
Hey.
really easy for you to say.
Yep. A sizable crowd is gathered outside by the time you arrive, and a group of nervous-looking town guards stand at the mill's entrance. It's a small enough of a knowledge check that you'd pretty easily be able to tell, especially for you, Sean.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, what the bullshit is that? You're gonna ask a convicted fucking killer that he knows something about this goddamn Britain town?
It's pretty well known that the mill was working last night. Harker and Thorne, the two millers, often work late into the night, which has become a major bone of contention around the town, as the noisy mill and its infernally creaky log splitter keep neighbors awake.
Yeah, why the fuck would that? Why would that run all night? That doesn't make sense.
The
Who made them run all night?
Do they work?
Who's the
24?
foreman?
Like, do they
yeah,
have
they often work through the night. So
Who's
just
the
to-
foreman? Who owns the lumber mill?
So the Scarnettis are the family that own the
fucking?
Who
This all comes
made
back.
the decision?
This all comes back to Scarnetti's.
Someone has to be there to make sure that people show up and work all through the night.
Well, the two that mostly work there were Harker and Thorn. So they were the ones that were often working at night, and it was Harker's decision most of the time.
So Harker's the one that was skimming money.
Harker is the one that was skimming money. Yes.
Yes. He's the one, and that's Benny Banny.
Yep, and he's dead now.
Where's the local during all this?
Okay, yeah.
So real quick, the local guards that are here, they know about the fact the sheriff is planning to deputize you guys to help. Mm-hmm. So most of them, a lot of them will nod their head and silently step aside as you show up. But you notice that a couple of them kind of look kind of warily at you, Sean. It seems like the people.
Oh, fuck.
It seems like the people around the area haven't really picked up on it yet. There aren't a lot of whispers at this point, but some of the guards are kind of giving you sideways glances. But nonetheless, they allow you to come in.
I can finally make use of my custom class skill, which is to gather a crowd and to give a speech and to persuade them that, I
Michael,
understand.
you're fucking cat.
I understand the suspicion, but I am going to do everything in my power to clear my name. And, by the way, to clear the name of Vinder, who tragically lost a daughter in this whole happenstance.
Sean.
Occurrences. Yes, sir.
You hear whispers of confusion because while some of the guards knew that your name was associated, the crowds outside had no idea yet.
Yep, thank you. That's literally what I'm waiting for him to stop talking to mention. Not everyone fucking knows that you're the guy named the murderer.
So
it doesn't matter.
I want you to know now, Sean, that
just
people
told
are now
40
talking.
people.
Yeah, people are now talking about how you're trying to clear your name of murder, which nobody previously knew that you were charged with.
Let
murder.
him talk. You know what? Let him talk, because you know what's better than just a good story is a good redemption story. And right now, I'm down here, and once we get done with this, I'm gonna be
when he starts talking. He gathers this crowd. I just want to do a crocodile version of this.
I'm gonna Zoidberg away.
All right. Do this.
Sarah, you didn't join in. I don't understand.
Let's go see these dead folks.
The mill is a well-built wooden structure with very thick walls. The roof is wooden shingles and the doors are simple timber and unlocked. The mill machinery has been disengaged, so it is quiet inside.
Who benefits the most from this mill being shut down?
Nobody benefits from it being shut down.
Ooh, would we know, is that Scarnetti family, like, are they at odds with anyone? Do they have any, like, very prominent, like,
just pop up?
Does any other families, like, have issues with them? Is there anyone in town that's, like,
due to their ruthless business dealings in the past, which is why they've gotten kind of a name for themselves, they don't currently have any major competition in town. They've sort of cornered the market, so they don't really have any major rivals at this point. So there's a few things that you guys need to be aware of.
Righty.
So the murder scene, the mill interior is coated with sawdust, strewn with footprints and splashes of blood. It's clear that a desperate struggle took place here several hours ago. As soon as you guys come in, you notice that there is a scent of decay in the air. It's almost as if an animal has died somewhere in the room and its remains were allowed to ripen.
Well, humans are animals. So.
Well, the smell of decay is much worse than what should be here for just being a couple hours. It's a lot worse.
Much decay is what I'm writing.
Katrine was
back at that and be like,
Katrine was apparently killed by being pushed into the log splitter.
Ooh!
Her mangled, ruined remains lie on the mill's lower floor amid heaps of blood-stained firewood. The log splitter itself is powered by a giant water wheel and consists of a chute in the floor with rotating saw blades that cut logs as they are fed in.
How many?
So
you said she was. You said she was on.
I got questions.
Hang on. You said she was on like the lower floor. So is there like
So it's a single floor, but you know how there's all this water? Like there's all these logs in the water? So basically there's a chute that goes down the building and into
splits them, throws them in the lake.
Yeah, so where they get taken out.
Easy
So the log brings it in and goes down the chute. Her body is basically halfway through the chute. Her upper body is intact, like her head, which is why she can be identified. Her lower body, not so much.
So she's still there. No one moved the bodies.
Correct. Nobody's moved the bodies.
Gotcha. All right, that's what I was worried about. What about Banny? Banny's...
Harker's body has been horribly desecrated. The man has been affixed to the wall by several hooks that are normally used to hang machinery. The body is mutilated, and the face is completely carved away, with the lower jaw missing entirely.
So like the goblin baby at our house.
His chest is laid bare, and it's been defaced. Now, the locals have no idea what this indicates, but you guys would recognize a 7-pointed star that has been carved into his chest.
King's Landing.
Just like my shield.
The Sahedron medallion.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
The Sahedron symbol
And once again,
is...
just gonna...
Oh yeah, and the medallion I'm wearing and the shield I have.
Oh yeah, and yet everyone suspects me. I'm gonna be like, this fucking wizard is
you
pretty
two
suspicious.
are working together, just saying.
Fair question. How high... So you said this building, the body's hanging off the wall. Was it like thrown
Mike,
up
you need to
from like
paint over
floor
that
level?
shit.
From like floor level.
Like
Where's the body? Like, is it just pushed on? Like, can his feet still touch the ground? Or is
His
it like
feet cannot touch the ground. His feet are probably about a foot and a half off the ground. He was
so a foot and a half. So he had
Damn.
so a grown man had to be picked up and thrown against a wall
and staked
over
there. Yes,
20 inches off the ground and then hooked on.
yes,
That's a good point. That's a good point.
So
there's no way Ven could have done it.
There's a few checks that you can make.
Without help.
Okay.
So there's a couple other things real quick. There is a hand axe embedded in the floor near the log splitter, as if it had been dropped there. It is covered with bloody finger marks.
Thank God for my claw marks. Thank God for having claws.
And smeared with other things as well.
What other things?
You do not currently know yet. So there's a few checks you can make in the area. If you've got bodies here that have been mutilated, you might consider a heal check. You've got nature checks, or knowledge nature checks, knowledge arcana checks, perception checks. Tell me what you're checking out.
All right, so we don't need perception.
Arcana.
I rolled a 21 knowledge nature.
So if you're trying to use knowledge nature, what are you trying to identify?
Okay.
Oh God. We're in a room full of sawdust and blood.
The decaying smell. Try to do the knowledge nature on that. See what the fuck, if we can figure out what the hell that is.
Could I use a heal check to try to determine how he was when he actually died? If he died,
you could definitely use a heal check. You could definitely use a heal check to tell that the.
I need to know how he died before he was stuck on the wall, or was he stuck in the wall, which killed him, and then they ate off his face.
Okay, make a heal check.
22.
So he's got the
almost
wounds that were on the wall. The wounds that have him pinned to the wall are definitely not the wounds that killed him. He has
do the chest then.
He has deeper slashes all over his body, and smaller gashes seem to have made by claws of a 5-fingered human-sized hand. You notice the rotten scent seems a lot stronger near these wounds. The body is only recognizable as Harker's by a faded tattoo of a raven across his lower abdomen. Aside from this, he is completely unrecognizable.
What kind of fucking tramp stamp is that? Never mind. I guess it worked out well. I guess I can't argue that.
Knowledge nature on the smell would tell you that it is definitely nothing natural. Additionally, if your knowledge of how things decay and how things work, it is an unnatural scent.
Can I do a knowledge arcana check on it?
The biggest thing knowledge arcana check would tell you is a history on the Sahedron rune and confirm that it is the Sahedron rune and associated with Thessalonian rituals.
Does that confirm that?
Yep. I figured you guys would have enough of a conditional plus on that you've got that. You've seen it enough.
Again, we determined that no one benefits from this sawmill being shut down.
Right.
No one. What was... Where do we
Sarah, you rolled a perception check as well. So something that you would notice. You would notice that there are very scuffled marks, though I would argue that you need a survival check to back it up, that are around the shore of the mill, leading up into the mill.
Oh, I don't survive well. It's been 220 years. I somehow don't survive well.
Let me see. Okay.
You're close enough.
Survival.
You're close enough to the smell check, Jason. So make a knowledge religion check.
I'll do my knowledge religion.
That's me. That's 15.
You just hit it on the nose.
Nice.
The lingering stink of corruption is beyond what a dead body can normally produce, and the axe was likely used within the last 24 hours against some form of corporeal undead.
It was used against the undead?
Yes.
Ned.
The survival check. Yes, ma'am.
Sorry. Go ahead.
20 for survival for her.
The survival check reveals that a barefoot human man clambered up from the mud under the pier, crossed to the mill, and scaled the wall to the upper floor window.
All right.
Hang on. Wait.
One of us has to say it. Zoinks!
Wait a minute. Okay, so where are these footprints at? Where are they going?
So the footprints come out of the mud underneath the sawmill. They go up the ramp to the upper window and then drop down into the sawmill from there. At this point, that's where the scuffle happens.
Are they human-sized footprints? Are they fucking
They
weird
appear
clawed?
human. They appear human.
Okay, so what we're drawing up right now is these two kids sneak off to the lumber mill, which is operating. Or more importantly, Katrina, which is not her name.
Well, wait a minute. Wait. Is he
talk?
working?
Can I talk? Can I talk?
Yeah. Let Brock finish real quick.
Go ahead.
Dick. Where to find that CMD? It's fucking 17. You keep that in mind. All right, so Katrina goes to see Banny working at the sawmill late at night. It's still operating. That's fine. What we know now is that we have footprints coming out of the water, scaling out from underneath the girl, coming up there, where a scuffle happened involving an axe. Obviously, Banny was definitely not on the winning side of this, but we don't know who this mysterious person is, where he came from, or why they did it. We also don't know if it's a man. If it was incorporeal, because magic and fucking religion and shit, I would do this with my claws. But only 4 claws, because there's 5 in that guy. I really don't want to show off all of them. So we know that maybe Banny tried to defend themselves after she snuck off there. But who else was working with
Sarah, make an additional survival check.
Who else was working with Harker that night? It can't be one man running that sawmill himself.
Yeah, I was going to point that out, and then in addition, I wanted to check if what's her face, Katrine, if she was tortured in the same way that Banny was, or if she, I don't know,
was she killed before or after?
Given the location of the axe and of the footprints near the chute, you can at least suspect the fact that it was probably not that Banny had the axe. It was probably that Katrine had it and that she was shoved into the chute, which is how she died.
Oh.
Okay. So, all right. So she tried to defend herself. So someone came out of the water, went for Banny. She tried to defend herself.
Or what if she came in while this was already happening?
How would he have axe marks? Banny has axe marks on the wall, correct?
Does he?
Banny has no axe marks on him. All of the marks on him appear to be made from claws or intentionally made with a knife of some sort. And the marks,
there's no
reason
knife
the marks,
anywhere.
yeah, the knife that would have been used was specifically to carve out the symbols on his body.
So how's the corporal thing fit into this?
Not incorporeal, corporeal.
I'm sorry. Never mind.
You know that the stink that's lingering is the kind of stench that would have come off of a corporeal undead. It does not make natural sense for there to have been any kind, like, the death that's been in here has not been here long enough in order for it to reek this bad. It should not have reached the state of decay.
What kind of okay. I was going to say,
right now, if I were to detect undead, nothing would pop up for like 50 feet.
Correct.
What kind of What kind of undead has like free will though? Like it's still got to be someone controlling.
Obviously, he did it on purpose,
shit, right?
Yeah, they came in. He came there for a reason. Well, guys, I don't know about you, but I think it's a sleep on water meal tonight.
So we got, we got the muddy footprints. We got the chick, the axe, the dude with the star carved in. We got the smell of undead. Christ, man.
By the way, there are a lot of undead that have free will. I mean, you talk about like zombies and skeletons don't generally.
5?
But you've got to consider that like you have vampires, you have
if this is a vampire, I'm out. I'll run for mayor of another town.
Stop. There actually would be very good reason. If you only slept during the day and that thing was running 24 hours a day and you're like, oh, it's finally night, I can go eat someone. Fuck with that infernal racket. I would probably go and shut it down too.
Hey, Sean.
Yes.
I want you to be a little more quiet.
Okay. I will try to be quiet.
Who? What?
His wife.
Okay. We looked at the axe. The axe has bloody fingerprints on it.
The axe has bloody fingerprints and the smell of death and decay.
Can I determine whose blood that is, maybe? With a heal check? Is that too deep?
It's
CSI Crocodile.
You don't know me. I talk to dead people all the time.
You. By the way, on that note, you would not be able to talk to this dead guy. He's missing too many of the vital features.
Oh. Ooh. Okay.
I'm not waking her up. That's just nasty.
Okay.
Same pushing fucking daisies. There ain't no happy ending.
Where you said the muddy footprints lead from the water like over to a window
under the dock. I mean, I'm all for going swimming, but I don't track for shit, so I gotta bring a dwarf with me.
Well, let's see if we can see where the footprints go first, and then we'll see if we can track where they're
wouldn't we be tracking the footprints, the muddy footprints that are covered in blood? We trying to track those through the city?
Because, I don't know. I mean, I just want to see where they.
Sarah already rocked like a fucking 20 and a something else.
He said they went up to like a window or something.
The muddy footprints. Yeah, the muddy footprints are all around the outside and up towards the window. It appears to be how whatever got into the house got into the house.
It got in through the window?
Yes.
Underneath the dock, through the water,
under the dark,
window.
Under the dock, and then they got in. Yeah, the window's where they got in.
So can we...
Footprints, there are no footprints leading out of the sawmill.
Okay, so let's... okay. But we can trace it back, and what do they basically just come out of the river?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think we're going to be able to track in there.
Does anyone have like a good swim skill?
I'm a crocodile, so yes.
I don't. Well, okay. I feel like if it's like a big undead, crazy monstrosity or something, maybe it'll leave. It's got to leave.
No footprints leaving this sawmill. Covered in blood or blood, correct?
Right.
Ned, stop redditing.
I'm not redditing. I'm actually legitimately looking at Pathfinder shit on another monitor.
I was going to say, do we know what? Did we already mention what type of footprints they are?
They are humanoid. They appear to be those that would match like a large size human.
Not boot prints, but like foot.
Nope, footprints.
But according to knowledge nature, it doesn't seem natural.
Knowledge nature will tell you that the scent is not natural and that the claw marks don't appear to be those of anything natural occurring.
Are we sure that Banny and Katrina were human?
Yes. Yes, that's
a very serious question.
Yeah, they're very much human, and especially considering you see their bodies now, they don't show signs of anything else. They very clearly were human.
All right, so like Blade Vampire Hunter didn't just come out of the fucking water, murder these guys, and it disappeared.
Yes.
Okay.
I can swim.
Okay, can you?
I'm a crocodile.
Is like going into this river completely retarded, Ned? Like, is it like super fast flowing and?
Nope. No, I get in there, and I mean, me and Doug can swim. That's fine, but I can't track, so the dwarf has to come with me. And if you want to ride on my back, it seems like perfect time, Shaggy, to hop on Scooby Doo here.
Special.
Yeah, my survival's not that great.
So
a month ago.
If you guys go over to the other, if you guys go to the river, you would naturally see that there are some spots that you could enter from in the marsh on the other side.
That's close to my house,
Jesus, they're coming through your neighborhood.
How the fuck did you let this happen?
This
is where my hut was. I live over here now.
There's a relatively dry spot around this area of the marsh. It bears a number of barefoot human tracks and the same lingering stink of rotten flesh.
Over here?
The tracks lead from and into the river, but never away from the site.
Never away from this part that you circled here?
Close to here. Here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Literally where my house was.
Pretty damn close. So there's some humanoid tracks, and they, like I said, they lead to and out of the river, but never far from the site. And you can see from here that it has a perfect view of the sawmill.
Ooh.
For what it's worth, the sheriff will tell you how strange that rune is. Something he's never seen before, and a lot of the town here doesn't recognize. He tells you that, really, though, if you want to go talk to somebody, there's some old kook in town. I think he'd probably probably be the kind of expert you could go talk to about runes and such. You ought to go see Broderick Quink. He might be able to help you.
Get the fuck out of here. That's not a name.
That is dangerously close. That's like
Clink.
Could you have named anything closer to me as a human crazy psycho?
Quink!
All right, let's go see Mr. Quink.
Well, hang on. So, did the sheriff find these footprints on the shore or whatever the fuck
that
we just found?
They hadn't thought to check on the other side of the river.
Well, they're pieces of shit. That was out of character. Can we ask him?
You're a murderer. Nobody cares about your opinion. What you say?
Yeah, I am a murderer. Can we ask him, like, can he spare? Well, fuck. Maybe we shouldn't do that. I was gonna ask him if he could spare like a couple of dudes to like.
What if we could just there, like Benjamin and Reggie with us?
That's probably useless. Okay, let's go
I'm
to.
Sorry, murderer. Do you not want to take cops with us? Is that
no? I'm saying we should probably go
there.
I'm saying
everything that you do.
I'm saying we should probably go talk to the Quink instead of wandering into the forest. Yeah, I know. Well, I was just saying because there were all these tracks over there, and
but they disappeared.
You're saying, Ned, you said like all the tracks
they go from the water.
Yeah, so you have this spot on the map here. That's this peninsula, right? And you can kind of see that there's a.
Did you click something?
Not yet. So you can kind of see that there's this
pinkness. Okay.
Yep. So you can kind of see that there's this sort of a lighter area on the tip of the peninsula here. A lot of it's more sandy than the rest of the marsh. A little bit flatter and drier.
Is it a point of sand?
It is a point of sand.
Is it a Dorito of sand?
It is exactly a Dorito of sand. But you can see that there are more footprints in the area, and they seem to track in and out of the water and through the area.
No matter how we cut this, I'm pretty sure we have to go diving into this water, and I don't know what else there could be. What are we going to see Quink for? Runes?
Quink is just the local expert on the Thessalonian history, and on like you could probably visit him to find out more about the rune that was carved into the guy's chest.
I'm pretty sure we could ask Michael. He's fucking decked out in it.
That's true. Yeah,
That's
Mike.
True.
It is the fucking Ed Hardy of evil religion gear that he is wearing right now. I'm sorry, that hit a little too close to you, Sean. I mean, I didn't picture you as that kind of guy. It's all right.
My mom bought my dad an Affliction shirt one time, and I had to try to convince them both. I'm like, you realize that's what douchebags wear, right? Like you can just Google Affliction douchebags, and my dad thought he was so hilarious. Like, no, I'm gonna keep wearing this. This makes my son uncomfortable, and I'm like, it doesn't do shit for me. And then one day he finally actually Googled it, and he's never worn the shirt since. So,
an Affliction shirt.
Yeah, it was one of the tamer ones, but it was still, still weird douchey. Tribal tattoos, like
still douchey.
And I'm like, Dad, don't wear that. I'm telling you.
Do you still have the tap dance shirt?
It's somewhere. I know I have it.
All right, so
That's pretty good.
We go to see Quink. Should we split up?
Let's go see
this river.
Let's go see this Quink.
Why the fuck are we going to see Quink? Where's Quink live? Because he's sure to fuck not in the church.
I mean, based on his name, I gotta think Chinatown's the best place to start.
Wow,
That's
dude,
not even close.
You are racking up some
sorry.
crazy racist points. Wanting to keep out
that
all the
wasn't out of
swamp
character.
people.
So I'm pretty sure you just lost a whole subdivision worth of votes there, Mr.
Dude,
Fate.
he's already announced to a bunch of people that he's suspected of murder. I don't know how this could get any more Trumpian today.
Fucking, by the way, I wrote that
Suspected.
shit down. We are not letting you live that down.
Suspected. I'm gonna clear my name.
Oh, I'm
All right.
sorry. You think
Sean-
everyone in this town understands allegedly as you
Sean-
shout it to top
Yes,
of your
sir.
lungs?
Are you
Yes,
sure
sir.
that you could murder somebody in the middle of Fifth Avenue and get away with it without your votes being affected?
Fucking hell.
I could.
But now if it's the woman vote.
Too many crocodiles in this town. That's what I think.
Roderick Quink.
You have one more chance before I hit this roll d20 plus 7, and I know I have to hit 17. And if I hit 17, you're coming in the water with me.
Some of my best friends are crocodiles. Okay, I don't get this animosity.
I am once again putting my hand over your mouth.
All right.
Now
Let's
I
do
am
this.
big enough where I can pick you up that way and carry you to go see Quink. You are no longer talking. If I have to roll to carry you, you weigh 14 pounds. I can pick up Doug. I can carry you.
Let's go get Quink. Let's go.
I will now politely tell the crowd,
Fine.
if I have to roll intimidate, I will. Nothing more to see here. Everyone go back to your goddamn homes. In fact, you know what? Everyone go back to your fucking homes right fucking now. I'm a fucking crocodile. I'm going to eat this guy. Go back to your fucking homes. Benjamin, Reggie, Stefan,
Oh,
Kathy,
I'm the-
clean this shit
I'm
up.
the one
Keep
causing
the fucking
chaos.
bodies there.
Stefan, really? Stefan?
Stefan.
I know we're supposed to write Steven, but I wrote Stefan because I wanted to fucking keep it classy, and I'm never going to call anyone by their proper name. I'm not fucking starting now with some goddamn deputy.
He's
Dad,
not wrong.
I am carrying Sean to go see fucking Roderick.
Let's go see Colonel Clink.
Where
is he at the map?
Oh God, Quink would live over in the residential districts. A little bit. Oops, wrong tool. A little bit closer up to here, just up the road.
Okay, we're going to go over
All
there.
right.
And you're not talking until you try to break my grapple.
What are you going to tell Quink about showing up? Why are you here?
I'm gonna
Hey,
say.
We found two. If you would please keep this quiet, we found 2 dead bodies, local citizens, at the sawmill. We suspect foul play. You will see our lovely wizard over here is decked out in all kinds of things that were carved to a chest of a dead body. Now I can swear the wizard, I think, was with me.
I can swear that I think he was with me. That's
Point
good.
being,
You're
we
very
need to know why something came out of the water, killed an innocent man, and carved, I would literally point to Michael's necklace, that
Or
in a person.
project my shield, magic shield ring.
I'm still doing
Even
a
worse.
montage.
You are even
Still
worse.
doing a-
Like Mike, you are like walking around with like, I love Charles Manson. I didn't kill anyone.
And when he wants someone to talk to him, he doesn't ask him questions. He goes, and then they resist it, and he's like, "Well, fuck, I got nothing.
You're my friend."
Go grab a beer."
So now we would be asking Mr. Quink that seriously, Sean, if you want to try to break that grapple, fucking feel free and try. At this point,
No, I'm gonna
Do it
let
for
the
yourself.
wizard handle this one. I'm not the runes guy. This is all on the int guy. My charisma is useless
So
here.
what does he know about this rune?
Ooh, you guys seem to have stumbled across quite a bit of Thessalonian artifacts.
My kind
stumbled
of guy.
across stolen.
It's
I'm pretty
Can I
sure
just make
stolen
it
is the proper word.
not crotchety
One
enough.
through valorous combat.
Sean, your wife is complaining that you're still very loud.
I know.
Which is bad because you're muffled right now.
Did you know that the Thessalonians are the ones that built that giant war machine on the edge of town? It should be noted here that you guys might be familiar with the local rumors. Quink truly believes that the old light, which pretty much everyone else correctly assumes used to be a giant lighthouse, he really truthfully believes that this was a giant super weapon that blew itself up.
If I'm old enough, can I just claim that?
He is, however, correct that it was built by the Thessalonians and that they used to live here 8,000 to 10,000 years ago.
I'm not that old.
King Hall. What?
You remember when we were in Thistletop and we walked into the throne room
throne
and then
room
the
thing.
king was doing that? Like,
Yeah. Well, how
I
about
think
he
I
let
suffered
him
a few
stop talking?
concussions from that one.
That sounds it sounds very much like you found a message left behind by the Thessalonians. Did it make any sense to you? It would be fascinating to study.
what did he say? Do you remember what he said? It was something. Weren't they like under siege?
I thought.
No,
I don't know. You guys wouldn't let me sit on the goddamn crown, the throne, and then you wouldn't let me take it with us either.
I know we found some carvings in the wall of some mountain that I can't remember. I thought we did understand the king, and that they were like under siege or something.
I really don't recall shit about that.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
I think I suffered a few
specifically.
concussions from that one.
Anywhere, is there any
half
reason?
demon C-section scars.
Is there any good reason why this would be carved into some dude's chest?
Yeah.
Well, the Thessalonians were known for a number of strange rituals. What you may not know, is that is known as the Sahedron rune. It signifies the 7 virtues of rule. Generally, amongst the scholars, those have been known as wealth, fertility, honest pride, abundance, eager striving, righteous anger, and rest. But also the 7 schools of magic recognized by Thassalon. He looks at you and nods knowingly. They weren't very fond of divination.
Mike, what school did you specialize in?
Illusion.
Oh, thank God.
That's like the
Divination's one of my prohibited schools.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
He says as he walks in wearing everything that a dead man had carved into his chest, and you're happy because he didn't fucking go to school for something.
Well, yeah, they'll like us now. We can be part of their club.
You notice,
guys, I majored in divination. Sorry, I minored in firing. Minor in fire.
Evocation is so played out.
Yeah. Truthfully, from my studies, though, I don't believe any of them to be very virtuous at all, and I rather think they represent more close to the 7 mortal sins: greed, lust, pride, gluttony, envy, wrath, sloth. Those probably rose from the corruption of the ancient Thassalon Empire.
That seems more like stuff you'd carve into some dude's chest.
Yeah, definitely.
In any event, the Sahedron rune itself is mostly just a symbol. It was a symbol of power, one that stood for and symbolized the empire itself, but you can find them carved all over this region. They might not be as prominent as they used to be, but they're located in almost every single Thessalonian ruin that you'd find all over the Varisian coast.
Do you know of any that exist in this city?
Well, there are certainly some over at the Old Light, though I doubt anybody would be able to recognize it right offhand. Most of the ruins are actually outside of the city, and not many of the people around here are very knowledgeable of the rune. It could be conceivable that a scholar might have known to carve the symbol. But not that I would have been involved, by the way.
Do you want to do a sense motive on this dude?
Maybe I already did.
Oh, yeah, he's telling the truth. He's curious and a little bit dumb, but completely honest in what he's saying.
Well, that's the problem. I know he's buying what he's selling, but I just need to know how biased he was towards something.
Do you think?
Yeah, you don't get any feeling that he's wrong or incorrect.
Do you think we'd get anything out of like taking him to the crime scene
Yeah.
and observing it? I feel like not.
I don't think we need to have any more people see that than there already should.
Yeah.
I just try to scare away a crowd that you convince themselves that you're a murderer. I'm pretty sure at this point, let's just try do our best to avoid people.
Let them think what they want.
Thessalonians. What was going on? Wasn't there another murder too before this one?
Yeah, the outside the town, the con artists, 3 con artists murdered.
I thought that was us.
Indeed.
We've murdered a lot of things.
Sheriff Hemlock explains that 2 days ago, a patrol of guards along the Lost Coast Road were assaulted by a deranged man near an abandoned barn south of town along the banks of Cougar Creek. Yes, Cougar Creek.
By the way, was that man using a gun? Is that the guy we let go?
No.
Because for the record, guys, every time you picture me, please remember, I am wearing his bandoliers across my chest like a fucking Mexican right in a movie. All right. I don't know if you guys know that I took his bandolier and wear it like a goddamn
like a Wookiee.
strap. No, I'm a crocodile. Why do you
like Chewbacca?
Chewbacca? Chewbacca?
I pronounce it Chewbacca just like I pronounce it Mario, just to see people get annoyed.
Oh, well, those raised hands are really delicious.
I bet you're a person that says GIF, too, when you mean GIF.
No, I died. Ooh, that really annoys me.
Yeah, you guys are really starting to harass me.
Oh, boy. I hate all of you.
Wait till we get to roll on you again, Ned.
It's true. I just grappled the bar.
Hey, come on.
Pretty sure I could suplex anything that Ned can possibly put in front of me right now.
It's true. You're clearly on a roll.
All right. Okay.
By all accounts, the man was sick and insane. His flesh fevered, eyes wild, mouth frothing, and clothes caked with blood. Mind you, we only have the words of an insane man to tell us that.
Where is this insane dude, by the way?
Hold on a second, getting there.
Ned, can I just kill you with birds just to fuck with you? There's gotta be owls in town.
Can you do what to fuck with me?
Can I just commune with birds right now just to ask questions?
Are you an owl exterminator?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure, you can find an owl and commune with them.
All right.
I mean, you don't need to be as specific as an owl. Just any bird that saw something.
It's in the middle of the night. I'm being racist.
There are nocturnal birds.
Yeah, like owls. And? Go on.
You got me.
Uh-huh.
I can't think of any other. Is a bat a bird?
No.
I know a bat's not a bird.
Yeah, that's why we're just all swamp people to you.
Racist.
Are you still taking that seriously? You're not one of them.
You know what you are? And a fucking
you're one of
Ifrit genie, and you're going to be starting to call people by their homes.
You know what you are? You're one of the good ones.
An owl would not know well enough what they have seen. However, it would.
But Ned, importantly, would it know who?
You can. That's low hanging fruit, man.
Get out.
Low hanging fruit.
Get out.
You can't do that.
Okay.
This is being recorded. You killed Sarah. Sarah just went like completely just like catatonic there. It's like.
It would know, however, that it has witnessed humanoid creatures with long, sharp teeth and pallid flesh stretched tightly over a starved frame, occasionally coming to the city and out of the city from the waterways.
Oh, fuck.
Double the guards. Wait, we're on a peninsula. Fuck it. Double the guards along all the waterway anyways.
Does anyone have knowledge undead and can take a guess?
Is that even a thing?
Yeah, I was going to say, is that even a skill?
There's knowledge everything.
Knowledge religion would tell you what kind of undead that is most likely describing.
Gimme. Someone do it.
It would tell you that is, at the very least, a description of some kind of ghoul.
All right. Hemlock, who are you going to call? And we are certainly not the Ghostbusters. So,
Damn it.
I'm sorry, you a Ghostbuster?
So the guy that they...
If you were an actual cleric and not a shaman, we'd be doing better.
I'm really just a medic and not a doctor. At the same time, I identified how that motherfucker died.
And if you were a white human and not a crocodile,
hold on.
Better.
There's something else that you guys need to know that the sheriff wants to tell you about.
Ooh.
So the guy that they found that was they captured this guy that was sick and insane, his flesh fevered, eyes wild, mouth frothing, and clothes caked with blood. They subdued him, and they checked inside the bar, and they discovered the mutilated bodies of 3 men. Although the bodies were far too disfigured to identify, one of them carried a piece of parchment that Hemlock now gives to you guys to read.
Fuck, is it me again?
No, it does not have your name on it. However,
I totally did it. Signed Sean. P.S. Vote for me. 2 months now, summer solstice.
You know what? I'll make sure that you guys have this included in your handouts. Just 1 sec.
Make standpoint pointier, 2016.
Are we going pointier or sandier?
Glass works for everyone. Rebuild the wall. Keep the goblins out.
I think this is the right one. Hold on.
P.S. Here's a picture of me. autograph.
You guys should just have something in your journal now that's called mysterious note.
Something.
Ooh, mysterious.
I don't know what better to call it.
Messrs. Mortwell has.
Messrs. Mortwell, Haskin, Tabe. A deal has come about that I need capital for. It involves property and gold, and though I am not at liberty to tell you the exact details, it will make us all rich. Come to Bradley's barn on Cougar Creek tonight. We can meet there to discuss our futures. Signed, Your Lordship.
So obviously, the 3 people that were killed were these Messrs. Mortwell, Haskin, Tabe. Who's this insane guy?
Your Lordship? I don't know, but he's doing as you command, Sean.
Well, wait a minute, though. They said they found this insane guy. Do they have him in prison? Did he get away?
So hold on a second. The sheriff recognized these that identified the bodies as Tarch Mortwell, Leonard Haskin, Gedwin Tabe, 3 notorious con men and swindlers known well to Sheriff Hemlock as local troublemakers. He's personally forbade them and recently kicked them out of town, which they've taken to the outskirts and haven't really obeyed the sheriff and what he told them to do. He figures it was only a matter of time before they tried to swindle somebody worse than them. And in light of the mill murders and the fact that Mortwell, Haskin, Tabe all bore the same 7-pointed marking on their chests that Harker did, Hemlock is convinced there's something worse than revenge afoot.
Okay.
I can see why he's a sheriff, not a detective.
What about this insane guy, though?
The 3 bodies are in rooms below the Sandpoint Garrison. If you'd like to examine them, the insane man has been identified as one Graced Sevilla, a local Varisian thug. He's been given over to the care of Aaron Habe. Hold on, let me type that.
Hang on. Give me some names here. And who Grace? What's his name?
Graced Sevilla.
Type that out. Yeah, I would never have guessed that. All right, Graced.
So he was insane, and what did he do? He was the one that found the bodies?
No, they found him. He appears to be. They at first thought that he was the one that murdered them, but he is quite insane, and he was not insane last he was seen. And they handed him over to Aaron Habe.
Where was he last seen before he was insane? Is he's not like a member of the town?
He's kind of a local thug, serves as a bodyguard to perhaps less than.
Has he ever been seen with these Mortwell, Haskin, Tabe fellas, considering they're less than,
He's been seen around with them before doing odd jobs for them, but he just kind of has a reputation around town as being a thug and man for hire.
How is he a carpentry? Can we just hire him?
Well, he's insane.
He's pretty freaking crazy at the moment. Sheriff welcomes you. He says you guys would be welcome to go talk to Sevilla yourself, but you'd probably have to go see Habe about that. Habe runs a local sanitarium in town, or a sanatorium, a place that a very easy knowledge local check would tell you kind of has a weird reputation, but it's the only one of its type in town, so that's where they took him, and he is currently under the tender care of Aaron Habe. And guys, I believe that is probably the best place for us to stop tonight because it's 11 o'clock.
All right.
Okay.
So I must have lost a spot there. Are we going after?
I'm just telling you what your options are.
So our options are great to find Grace.
So you've got Grace is a possible
But he's
lead.
at the sanatorium. Or sanitarium.
Yep.
Find sanitarium. Yep. Or we start exploring the circled spot where we think heavy foot traffic's come from on the water.
You could do that. Also,
it was just like coming in and out of the water over and over.
The 3
again.
bodies that were from the other, like the first murders, are currently underneath the garrison.
Garrison. Okay. We're discussing options right now, Sean. As